Outboard engines have not been discussed and shown on this channel a lot, but I want to change that. In fact, they are quite unique, and as automotive and motorcycle engines are specifically made for a specific application, the same applies to outboards, which, besides other features, are mounted vertically. In this episode on VisioRacer, I will show you the coolest 6-cylinder outboard engines. Yamaha 4.2 V6. Having a wide range of outboard engines, there is really a lot to pick from in Yamaha's lineup. When it comes to the V6 portfolio, there is a lot to choose from 200 up to 300 horsepower in the VMAX, VF series and offshore F series models, all running the same naturally aspirated 4.2 liter with a 10.3:1 compression ratio. Previously, there was a 3.3 liter option with 200 to 250 horsepower being quite a bit lighter. The 4.2 F300 has an option of digital electronic control, in other words, a fly-by-wire system. Honda BF250. Honda has always been different, and as they try to beat 2-stroke MotoGP competition with 4 strokes, ever since 1960s they have done the same thing in the marine industry. The most powerful unit you can get from Honda is a BF series, topped out with a BF250 250 horsepower 3.6 liter V6 engine. The funny thing is that they are equipped with an VTEC system, as we know it from automobile engines, and also a system called Blast, which optimizes torque and timing on the limit of knock for the best possible wide open throttle acceleration. Mercury Mariner 115. Mercury's first 6-cylinder was developed in 1957 as a 1-liter 2-stroke straight 6 that made about 60 horsepower using reed valves in the crankcase. It was placed above the 2- and 4-cylinder units in the portfolio, having 70 horsepower in the 1959 model year with an increased displacement to 1.1 liter. There was no gearbox. The gear ratio was set, and to reverse, the engine had to be turned off and started in reverse, the system being called direct reversing. The power was slowly rising, with 100 horsepower in 1962, with a maximum of 140 horsepower later on. Evinrude G2 V6. Founded by a Norwegian-American guy called Ole Evinrude, his engines are on the market for quite some time, not so long ago peaking with a 2-stroke V8 beast. Now the V6 is the top of the range unit, with a 66-degree 2.7 liter and a wider 74-degree 3.4 liter 2-stroke variants, with a wide selection of 150 to 300 horsepower engines. These engines use direct injection with a stratified fuel injection at low revs, and supposedly managed to reach incredible fuel mileage compared to a 4-stroke competition. Suzuki DF350A. When it comes to automotive Suzuki, they have a single V6 engine, co-developed by Mazda and Toyota, being a 2.7 liter at most. But this DF350A is on a next level, and are not similar by any means, besides the fact that it is even narrower. Being developed for 3 years, this 4.4 liter V6 Marine engine is the most powerful unit in their lineup for outboard applications, with an incredible output of 80 horsepower per liter from a 4-stroke. It has dual injectors, a really high compression ratio, and dual counter-rotating propellers for increased traction. Yamaha 3.3 HPDI. Yamaha had been improving 2-strokes alongside and found that the direct injection is the only way not only improving emissions, but also behavior of the engine. However, while others use 90 to 250 psi for injection pressure, Yamaha's high-pressure direct injection lineup can reach over 700 psi, about 48 bars. A V6 made in 2000 was already good for 2006 emission regulations and stayed in production for a significant time period. Mercury Racing 2.5. People tell me that a Mercury 2.5 has to be on a list of outboard engines. So, okay. The 2.5 is one of several V6 engines produced by this company, ranging from as low as 115 horsepower V6 that competed against a non-6-cylinder competition. The 2.5 was a Mercury Racing product made 2 decades ago with a 245 horsepower base engine up to the 280 horsepower EF5 Beast, the only one also sold with a 25-inch driveshaft. A tuned 2.5 can reach over 300 horsepower. Quincy Looper is a short story from 1964 to 1970 something, more or less, mostly producing twin and 4-cylinder inlines, besides a very rare straight 6, with 6 trumpets-like exhaust headers from both sides. They tried their luck in outboard racing, and although there is very little known about them, they scream like they shall not survive till next day. That's why they deserve to be here. this was a bit different with the outboard engine, so I hope you really liked it as much as I did. Thank you very much for watching, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you again, and see you in the next one. Cheers!